Hey guys, welcome back to Heartbaked. This is the third episode now. We are trying to flirt with Radley so that we can earn his love and make a heart-baked cake. And we're having a bit of trouble trying to flirt with him because he's our best friend. But we'll see how it goes, so let's do it. Alright, think of the cake, Kale, the cake. Hey, Radley. He looked up at me and I turned to face him directly, attempting to flip my hair, but my braid just flopped around awkwardly before plopping onto my shoulder. Okay, that was a flop. I tried to save myself by leaning on the counter as casually as I could, which wasn't casual at all. He stared at me for a second before erupting with laughter. What are you doing? My eyebrow twitched. I just noticed that your arms look rather muscular. You know, while you were sweeping. Have you been working out? I shot him what was supposed to be a smile, but whatever it was caused him to laugh more. Aw, shucks, Ginge. That's not what I put. I put steak. My nickname isn't Ginge. Anyway. Aw, shucks, Ginge. These old things. He brought his arms up and flexed, showing off whatever amount of muscle he had. It wasn't much. Yeah, no really, Rad's looking good. I shot him the most awkward thumbs up of my life. Good pastries, Kale. What were you doing? He replied with a broad grin and a thumbs up right back. He went back to sweeping and I looked around. Did he not get that I was flirting with him? How dense could he be? My rather painful thoughts were erupted when the familiar tinkling noise came from the front of the shop. Oh, was it time to open already? I walked out of the kitchen to see a woman. She held her head high and had an expression that said, I know I'm better than you. Hello, welcome to Pale's Crate. Hello, welcome to Pale's Case. Pales. Jesus Christ. Hello, welcome to Kale's Pastries. How can I help you today? I greeted her with a smile and a cheery voice, pushing away the awkward atmosphere, though I was probably the only one who felt it. Yes, hello. I would like a dozen cupcakes. She had her arms crossed and an expensive-looking fur coat was draped across her shoulders. Please. Oh, I'm sorry, but the cupcakes aren't quite ready yet. I gave her a sympathetic smile, but she replied with a look of disgust. How can you call this building? She said the word in a way that made you think, that would make you think it insulted her mother. A bakery if you can't even supply your customers with baked goods. Well, ma'am, I'm sorry, but the cupcakes just aren't ready yet. Can't do much about that now, can I? I crossed my arms. You could be working on having those cupcakes ready. She raised her voice, obviously displeased with my tone. The nerve of this lady. How did she expect me to make cupcakes while she's here complaining about nothing? I was about to give her a piece of my mind when Radley came out of the kitchen holding one large to-go boxes. Here you are, man. Wait, what was his voice? It was like a Scottish, Here you are, miss. That's what I got. He spoke fast and shoved the box into the customer's arms, and she shot him a dirty glare. Before I could say anything to either of them, he grabbed me by the elbow and dragged me back into the kitchen with him. I heard a snooty followed by the clicking of heels and the door opening and then closing. Radley looked like he was ready to explode from having to hold in laughter. Radley, what did you do? I gave him a stern look, but he merely shrugged. You remember that cherry feeling we got a while ago that you were all excited about? The gross stuff? He nodded, looking entirely too pleased with himself. I mixed it with some of the frosting a few days ago. Was going to save it for you or Carver, but since she didn't want to wait for the good stuff... I'm totally messing up his voice. You didn't, Radley. That's a customer. Yeah, but Jen, she was a bad customer. Oh, I didn't even do his voice that time. He was about ready to burst from the seams, and I could only shake my head. If it was anybody else, I would probably be furious at them for scaring away a customer like that. Aw, man, can you imagine the look on her face she'll have or the look she'll have on her face? I wish she stuck around the one. Well, kind of. It'll be priceless. I can't do his voice anymore. I forgot what it was. He finally let his laughter go. Oh, we should follow her and see. His laughter was contagious. I couldn't hold it back anymore and I joined him. I'd rather not be there when she gets mad, though. I think we would get back to... I think we should get back to work and actually make some good cupcakes now. We both stopped laughing and he nodded as he went to go back to his hiding, and I realized just how close to each other we were. I decided to seize the moment and try to flirt with him one more time. Oh god. I reached out and grabbed his shoulder. Hey, Rads. How did flirting work again? Yeah, thanks for that. I mean, I appreciate- Oh, he's blushing! I appreciated it. He looked confused. Why are you thanking me? Of course, Dick. He was so dense. Okay, maybe I just sucked at this. Let's go get this over with. So, Radley. I went to flip my hair flirtatiously and remembered how badly that went last time. So I settled for tucking my bangs behind my ear and looking up at him. I wiggled my eyebrows a little and grinned. Oh my god, he's so cute. Would you... Oh, yes! He jumped up excitedly and my hand fell from his shoulder. His eyes were filled to the brim with excitement and his grin seemed to be even larger than usual. Is that even possible? I didn't even... Still, yes! Radley, Yes! My heart's telling me it will always be yes. He jumped up like a small child and looked at me expectantly. I don't even know what to say to this. Okay. Okay. Oh man, which one? Oh no, my bottle. Which one should I do? Obviously not the first one because that's lame. That's not fun. I want to see what'll happen if I say strip. I don't know. I don't think they'll do anything, but like, I don't know. But also, so you don't want to bathe. I want to see. Oh man. I'm gonna have to like do another playthrough of this on myself. Okay, so eeny meeny miny mo. Eeny meeny miny mo, catch the tiger by the toe. If you have let it go, my mo, send to choose the very best one, and you are it. Okay, so we're gonna do so you don't want to bathe. No, I wanted to do strip. Okay, eeny meeny miny mo again. Eeny meeny miny mo, whoops, catch the tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mom said to choose the very best one, and you are it. Okay, I'm gonna do the strip. I cheated myself, but I want to do the strip. Okay. Okay, then strip. God dang it, stop texting me. Okay, yeah, whatever. Fine, if he won't even let me finish my question, I might as well just tease him. Oh? I raised an eyebrow and smirked. So then you don't mind stripping down and running around naked. That's great, I wasn't sure I was ready. I wasn't sure I was ready to ask you, but it seems like you're pretty eager. Radley's eyes twinkled mischievously. Oh, Marguerite. Aw, Steak, you don't have to be so shy about it. He reached up and started pulling up the bottom of his vest. His undershirt started to lift along with the vest, and it took me a minute to realize he wasn't about to stop. Radley! I took off my hat and tossed it in his direction, shooting him a glare. He started laughing and dropped his shirt, smoothing them both out of the way they usually were. Ugh. I marched over and grabbed my hat, placing it back on my head with a huff as his laughter finally died down. Here, I thought you wanted me to take my clothes off. I was just trying to fulfill your hopes and dreams. If he wanted to do that, then he should just fall in love with me already. And if he doesn't, then my dreams will all be toast. I have to make this cake so that I can squish Carver like a bug he is and bring my fame to bakery. That's not what that said, but it's okay. Radley. I fluttered my eyelashes as best I could. If you care about fulfilling my hopes and dreams, then would you like to go on a date? Before I could finish saying anything else, the sound of the doors jingling rang out once again. For a moment I was worried it was that hoity-toity woman from earlier had returned. One peek at the kitchen door told me that my fears were unwarranted. Hello, Mr. Mayor! I stepped confidently out from the kitchen and greeted the mayor with the biggest smile I could manage. Hello, Kale. How are you doing today? He was a jolly older man who made sure that he took the time to get to know everyone in the village. I'm just great. Is there anything I can help you with? Yes, well, I came to ask about some of the preparations for the festival. Do you have a moment? I noticed the clipboard he was holding for the first time when he flipped through the pages that were attached to it. Yeah, of course! Great, well I just have a few papers for you to sign and check over. Do you have a pen? No, I probably have a pencil around here somewhere though. Yeah, we had industrial ovens but couldn't even get a hold of pens. I've been forced to use the twigs that most people refer to as pencils. I checked behind the counter and found one of the only pencils I had laying around. Got one! Great, okay, so. He started reading through the papers, which were just forms asking permission for me to talk about me and my bakery. There was also a document to sign saying that I would be making a speech on the day of the festival. By the time I was done talking, that green got so saturated. By the time I was talking to the mayor, the sun was already setting. I was glad that today wasn't a busy day, though we were interrupted a few times by customers. I was starting to feel tired when he made us leave. when he made his leave. I stepped back into the kitchen to find that Radley had finished all the cleaning and left for the day. I let out a sigh. Just my luck. I hardly got any time to talk to him today. Oh well, I'll just have to try even harder tomorrow. You better be bready, Radley. I hate that. It's so dumb. Oh, look at the little thing! Oh, why is there heartbreak? Oh, that's sad. Radley, but he's my best friend. This is for the cake. I can do it. I should make more cupcakes. That's a drawing of me and Radley. So I guess it's like her journal? Okay, how do I... What do you want to do? No. What's happening? Oh god. No, I want to pick a different day. No. How do I pick? What? How do I pick? Do I have to click it? Oh, okay. I had to click it. I'm sorry. I paced around my bedroom and huffed. This wasn't how I planned to start my day, but it was absolutely necessary. Yesterday went horribly, and I seriously needed to reconsider my technique. Maybe I should actually come up with a technique. Okay, Kale, you're going to go down there, and you're going to ask, no, tell him that he's going on a date with you tonight. I pep-talked to myself. The hardest part would be making sure he doesn't interrupt me. I looked into my mirror and nodded to myself. Nothing was going to get in my way today. Oh, okay, I thought the mirror was the heart thing, but it's the window. Nothing was going to get in my way today. This was happening, and it was 100% happening. One peek out my window told me that I was running later than usual. If I didn't hurry, then I wouldn't have time to even look at Radley, never mind making plans with him. I rushed down to the stairs, hoping to get the day started as fast as I could, but as soon as I was at the bottom of the stairs, I could hear yelling. I stepped into the shop and was greeted with a very short, very angry old lady. She was tapping her foot impatiently and glaring forks and knives at poor Radley, yelling at him for pastries knows what. Radley didn't seem too bothered, though. Great, now I'm still being into it. He continued sweeping the front of the shop as if she wasn't there. I could only assume she had already been yelling at him for some time. Do you know how long I've been waiting here? Are you trying to make me wait until I wither away to crumbs? She turned her attention to me. Her voice was one that sounded very much like a man trying to impersonate a woman. Yes, okay, so I pretty much nailed it. I was half tempted to ask her to leave for shouting at me in my own bakery, but still. Even though she was being a complete jerk, she was a customer. I'm sorry, ma'am, though we aren't open yet, so... A business is always open to their customers, how dare you? The customer is always right, you know. I demand free food for this poor service. Ugh. Her hands were placed firmly on her hips. Free food? What does she think this is, a charity? I glared at her and pursed my lips. Booba. Ooh, do I want to be a jerk? Or do you want to... Ooh, if I do that, I might get on Radley's good side if I, do a prank. Okay, let me try it. This woman really thinks she's going to get free food out of me? This woman really thinks she's going to get free food out of me? Ha! Fine then, I'll show her. I grinned and spoke in an overly sweet voice. Oh, of course, let me just go get you our daily special, okay? It'll be made specially for you. Of course it will, I expect no less from a baker for the pastry god. She stood as tall as she could, which was not very tall whatsoever, and looked completely happy with herself. Time to knock this woman down a few pegs. There's absolutely no way I was allowing her to come in here and walk all over me. I sauntered into the kitchen and thought for a few seconds about what I should do before inspiration hit. Brilliant, wonderful inspiration. Searching through the cupboards, I grabbed a plain white cupcake liner and put it in a single serving to-go box. When I got back out to the front, she was standing at the counter. Her eyes were just barely peeking over the top of it, and she watched me with very judgmental purple eyes. I gently placed the box at the counter, just out of her reach. I truly hope this is to your liking. I'm sure it won't be. She jumped up and grabbed the box and looked completely baffled as it was empty. What is this? Some kind of joke? How dare you? She shouted and tossed the box on the floor. What do you mean? It's our special of the day. I like to call it Get Out of My Shop Cakes. I heard Radley burst into laughter from me. Yes, I got on his good side. Yes. Oh, this is working out good. I heard Radley burst into laughter from beside me. The old lady's face grew to a scalding red, and she started visibly shaking with anger. Shoo shoo. I waved my hand at her dismissively. She let out a sharp noise of aggravation and stormed out of the shop, saying nothing else. Oh, haha, oh man, Steak, that was too good. Radley wiped a tear from his eye and swept up the empty, dented to-go box. Wasn't it? I grinned cheekily, feeling proud. That lady definitely deserved it. Here's hoping she doesn't come back. If she does, then she's just begging for some of that legendary sass of yours. Radley grinned as he finished up his sweeping. I glanced outside and frowned. No more time for talking. I need to get to work or else I'll have to serve even more get out of my shop cakes. I spent the next few hours in the kitchen preparing delicious cupcakes and bread for the customers who weren't complete jerks. Apparently, the mayor finally made the announcement to the rest of the town that I would be the celebrated baker for this festival, which meant that unfortunately the rest of my day was packed with big orders and a shop filled to the brim with customers. As soon as the flow of customers died down for a minute, I ducked back into the kitchen where Radley had been tidying up whatever mess I made during the day. Hey, Steak, a busy day today. He laughed it off with his usual energy. Good to see you aren't too exhausted. Can you watch the front so I can prepare some more cupcakes? I gave him a sweet smile and he faltered for a second. Sure thing, Steak. I watched him bounce out of the kitchen with so much energy I had to wonder if he was just sitting around doing nothing back here. I sighed. He probably was. I grabbed one of the large bins of flour and rolled it over to the counter. God, I have to poop really bad. Jesus. Okay, I gotta hurry. 24 undecorated cupcakes were just waiting for me to dress them up and turn them into the most beautiful little things the world had ever known. I sat on the bin as I decorated each cupcake one by one, putting as much time, care, and love into each cupcake as I could imagine. As I was finishing up, I heard voices coming from the front of the store and I jumped off the bin with more energy than I had before. I placed each cupcake gently on the tray and walked out to the front to greet the customers. Hello, welcome to... And I'm gonna leave it... Ow! I just pinched a nerve. Okay, I'm fine. Oh, geez. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there because I really have to use the bathroom. So, I will see you guys next time on another episode of Heartbaked. Bye!